Directions for your Monet water lilies. Remember your name and teacher code on the back. To get your water lily shape, you're going to use a piece of a pool noodle to trace around. So you'll trace the outside and the inside, along with a little cardboard shape for a leaf. So when you do this, hold on very tight to the pool noodle shape and trace around without lifting up your hand, holding the pool noodle down. And then also keep holding down and trace the inside as well. And then you can add 1 or 2 leaves. You might notice a little bit of dry paint crumbs because these have been used before. That's okay, just brush it off, no big deal. And as I said, 1 or 2 leaves is totally fine. You decide. You're going to keep going with this process until your entire paper is filled with lots of water lilies. Be sure to fill your paper with lots of water lilies, and even some of them can go off the edge to make your picture more interesting. When your pencil drawing is complete, you'll use different colors of oil pastels to color in the leaves and the middle part of the flower. I like to take dark green and outline the leaf shape first, and then use a light green to color on the inside of the leaf shape. Make sure that when you're coloring, you're taking your time, staying inside the lines as best as you can. You should not be hurrying back and forth. There shouldn't be a bunch of little white spots. You should be going slow enough that those white spots disappear as much as possible. Really, really take your time in this. Remember to outline first with one color and then use the other color to color on the inside. Green is probably best for the leaves, but it's up to you. It's your project. You're also going to color just the middle of your flower, and I'm doing the same thing where I'm outlining with orange and I'm coloring in with yellow. If you want to use other colors, that's okay too. Remember not to brush your oil pastel pieces off because they could easily smear and make marks on our project we don't want. Remember, the only parts we are coloring are the leaves and the middle part of our flowers. The rest we will add paint to. For the second part of your project, you'll use liquid watercolors to paint around your flower circles. So just like always, we have to gently stir our paint, and when we apply the paint, we're picking up our brush every time we make a new brush stroke. And if you want, you don't have to do blue. You could do any color you choose. I'm kind of sticking with blues and purples because I want it to appear to be like water. But if you want to change yours, that's okay. Remember, when you switch colors, it's really, really important to rinse your brush very, very well and then blot it with a sponge before you dip into another color. Keep going until you've painted all the space around your flowers. You're not doing your flowers with the liquid watercolor. We have a different step for that. For the final step of painting our flowers, you're going to dip the pool noodle shape, gently turn it to get paint on all sides of it. So I'm going to turn it and look and see if it's all shiny. Not quite all shiny, so give it another little pat in the paint. And then if I need to, I can gently scrape on the edge to get the extra paint off. And then you're going to stamp it down. So very carefully press it down. You really have to press all the way around the circle so you don't miss any spots. Sometimes you can stamp more than once with the paint that's already on there, or you can dip each time. It just depends on how much paint you get. The ones that go off the edge, same thing. Make sure you have a placemat. It makes cleanup a lot easier. And go ahead and continue this process until all of your flowers have been stamped in. At cleanup time, place your artwork on a piece of cardboard and put it on the drying rack.